go upstairs, dude. There's a ladder out to the front right. Turbine, look at it. We're good still. I don't know. There's a ladder to the right side of that building. That one. One straight right. Ladder right there, yep, in front of that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard.
Alan, you fat ass.
Let's do my nigga.
Fat ass, Alan.
Line.
I thought these damn shoppers doing.
Go tackle, let's go, we got this, we got this.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll toss to Davis. Finding some room in midfield. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis. 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What'd you say? What'd he say?
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now. It's Miller. And some space here. Lamar Miller past the 20. 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Yes, sense of guarantee, whatever. Please.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
I got armor. I don't die, baby. Daddy don't die.
Here's Davis running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On the run, it's Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Davis.
Push a leader than me.
7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ooh, get off, boy. Ain't getting off for a while. I'm gonna lie to you.
Man, that Jersey Mike's good than a motherfucker.
Hold it up. 180. Check 41. Hey, watch the screen.
What you know about it, Mar?
Watch the screen.
That's how he's like.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
Enggak. I'm fan as so long.
Busting up on these busters.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Keep going. There you go. We're here. We're good now. We set it up. On the house.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
At the 17-yard line.
Niggas is silly.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I did.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
And
the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's right,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance
so y'all know they canceling the show the shot, right?
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago First.
That was good. But they
first down, Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. He gets us to the other side of midfield, across the 45 before going out. 14 yards into Chicago first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted.
He kissed up, dog, man. You can pay millions of dollars, dog. You can
he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Like you did.
Oh, timing is
your wife an actress instead of this nigga supposed to get her a regular kiss. You slip a tongue and all kind of shit.
If you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
KB talking about they did a love scene. This nigga done rubbed his finger all up between her ass crack. You'll be mad as hell.
After the interception, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
All right, I'll cover you. Go ahead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I got a heel, sorry.
Back-to-back good plays.
Whole bunch of niggas landed up here. Dude right here, look. 169. Right here, bro.
Now Watson.
See him? He's wide open. Look, he's coming towards you, bro.
Touchdown.
Coming towards the house.
Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans push further out in front.
Nigga behind you, Nike. 2 niggas behind you, Nike.
Extra point by Fergboy7.
Oh, it's three niggas. It's 2 teams, dog. Look, they all right here, bro.
Nike, come here. Nike, I don't got no help.
No, they up by the front. Y'all good. Y'all covered. Come over here where I'm at. Southwest.
This is fielded a couple yards.
No, where I got the plane, nigga. Southwest.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
What, you stay, nigga. One of y'all niggas. These niggas in bags.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if they can run a little bit.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Two teams,
past
bro.
midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
This nigga right here, too, in this house.
And more help. What's house?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
I'll shoot a different guy.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Still need help.
Hey, bro, I got a nigga up here on me, V. I got 2 of them up here.
On 2nd and 12, Watson, screenplay, Johnson.
Hey, right here on me.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
In the shed right here.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that.
Don't go watch out, man.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He behind his house right there. Look, I'm shooting at the nigga, man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
319.
Lucky. I got you, baby, I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw is Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Clem-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 87 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
Because I asked questions about who the fuck she take.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
I was saying hypothetically. You got to tell me for real what's going on. Oh, shit. I get in trouble, nigga.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably
you're
have to
120
kick the
pounds.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way to get it done.
I know, but he wasn't clean.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, they suck ass.
I hate this house, man.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
He could hear you the first time.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Storm's coming.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
That first shit right in this middle shit, last shit.
The middle one. You can't run up that fool. Quit trying.
I know, I wasn't trying to. I was in the map.
Here's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on
honestly,
the sack,
that
doesn't it?
like
now they're looking at a 3rd and
right.
long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Open that garage door. Open that garage door.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back to throw, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall.
They're being sandwiched.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch this, bro.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start out on the ground. It's
who do Hunter look like?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
2 teams shooting the head up right here, dog.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And he's got room. Lamar Miller. 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that
I don't
play.
even know if I'd be asking for too much shit.
Now Trubisky on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
There's 4 niggas over here, bro.
Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
Here they come. They all separated,
down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now it's Trubisky.
Wait.
Burton here over
Run
the
to that middle one, bro.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10.
Right here, but the middle one.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
And plays like that really hurt play calling.
Put all your
they
shit
had a
down.
really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, room here to run. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
When the baby come out, you be talking softer than this, bitch.
You told me you was gonna leave. I don't want to go. You said you will behind me.
Hunter, you getting off, Hunter? Allen got off. Allen got off. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna restart. Okay. Here we go.